What's going on? What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit this like button, and hang out with your boy. For the rest of the time I'm on this earth, I enjoy doing this stuff, man, and we're gonna have some fun times coming up real soon. Today we're gonna talk about the top 10 mods that you could do to a Foxbody Mustang. Now, this ain't a Foxbody channel. This ain't even a Mustang channel, but the only thing y'all see me work on is my Foxbody Mustang. It's my daily driver. I love this car. It's my fourth one. So we're going to go over the first 10 things that you need to do to it. I got this inspiration from Foxcast Media and also Brew2L. Great channels. If you watch me, if you kind of enjoy me a little bit, go check those guys out. They're Foxbody enthusiasts. They make some really awesome content. So first thing we're going to do, subframe connectors and gears. Number one, typically they'll be broken down, but that's everybody's 1 and 2. So I just grouped it all together as number one. Subframe connectors. Any unibody car, you know, your early GM and Chrysler A bodies, your Mustangs, all that stuff is unibody. So it doesn't have a full frame underneath it. So the only thing really connecting the front to the back is just your thin floor floor pans. So once you start getting some power into the car, it's going to start moving up and down, and it's not going to be good. I promise you, it's not good. And obviously gears, depending on what you need, you can check up here, somewhere. It's one of those corners. I got a little video kind of explaining gears. Watch that. You need gears for your car, right? Number 2, shifter. Like I said, this is my fourth Foxbody. I've had one. My very first Foxbody I bought was a 347, you know, with pro comp heads on it. It had a big comp cam. It had all this work done to it, and it had a stock shifter. So I spent $7,000 on this car, and I'm driving it home. I go from second to third, kind of power shifting a little bit too much, and tore the cluster completely out of the transmission. There was like basically not saving anything in the transmission. Luckily, the car still drove, and I made it home, and I wasn't stuck with a, you know, $200 or $400 tow bill, because I was still about 2 hours away from home. So went back, had to buy a new transmission, and then I bought a shifter. Brought a Pro 5.0 for that one. This car's got a set of triacs in it. My other car had a Chinese shifter, and one of them was automatic, so that doesn't really count. But if your car is a manual, do yourself a favor before you tear up a trans, buy a shifter. As long as it's got the lockouts, you know, the little bolt that's in the front and the back that won't allow you to go too far, you need that. Need that in your life. It'll save you a lot of headache. Now, number 3 and number 4, I kind of group them together. You really want to do one without the other, I hope. And that's control arms, rear control arms, and torque box reinforcements. That's the only thing on this list that this car does not currently have. I still haven't done much to this car as far as improving. I've been doing a lot of maintenance on it because this car has been neglected for a little while, and we're just trying to bring it back to life, right? It is my daily driver, like I said, so that's going to be the next upgrade we do. Control arms, you need those to put the power to the ground. And as soon as you do control arms, you know, you got some sticky tires, you don't put your gears in it, you're going to start ripping out torque boxes. You can check all over YouTube. There's tons and tons of videos of guys with Foxbody Mustang tearing out torque boxes, and they have to go get them welded up. So $180 is a really cheap insurance to ensure that you don't do that. Won't make your car any faster, but it's going to save you in the long run, I promise. Number 5 is your exhaust. Now, I don't mean just, you know, an axle back, you know, just throw some mufflers on it. You can do that, but if it was me, I'm buying the entire kit. You know, you got your shorty length headers, your mid length headers, your long tubes. Me personally, I'd go straight for the long tubes, get a good system, you know, an X pipe, H pipe, whatever you want to do, whatever you're looking for, exhaust, because the engine's just a gigantic air pump. So the more air you get in, the more air you get out, the smoother your car is going to run, the quicker it's going to be, etc., etc. So that was number 5, exhaust. Number 6 is a drive shaft. It's kind of one of those insurance things, but it's also less rotational weight. So rotational weight is anything that the motor has to turn to get the car to propel forward. Anything that you can do to make that lighter is way better on the car. Your car is going to rev faster. It's going to consume less gas. It's going to just overall be a better experience for you driving your car. This car particularly has got aluminum drive shaft in it. Hey, for the power that we're making and the power that we plan on making, that's enough. You know, they also got the carbon fiber option, so on and so forth. So that was number 6. Number 7 and number 8, I kind of group them together. If I'm doing one of them, I'm saving up the money to do the other one while I got it apart. And that's an intake setup. Now, by intake, obviously, I mean the manifold, intake manifold. But with that, I also mean the throttle body, the cold air, and everything you need to run that. So this car, it's got a Typhoon intake, BBK 75 millimeter throttle body, and a BBK cold air. All that stuff works fine for what we're doing. And then number 8 is a cam. So the stock cam in this car sucks, right? It just sucks. I don't even know how big it is. I think it's like a 430 lift. You know, I'm probably wrong. Tell me in the comments I'm wrong. That's fine. Everybody seems to like the letter cams. This particular car has got an E303 in it. I had a car with a B303 in it. Both of them work fine. I also had one more car with an Anderson N41, I believe. And then my 347 car had like a big lift comp in it. So whatever you're doing, spec it out. Your car needs a cam. I promise you, needs a cam. And number 9 and number 10 are in the same category. I'm doing them together. And that's flywheel and a clutch. This car currently has a Luck clutch in it. It's like 24 pounds. It's pretty decent. But if I had to do it all over again, I would do the SV billet from LMR. I think they're like 12 pounds, something like that. They're stupid light. That goes down to the rotational mass. But as soon as your car starts making power, it's going to need a flywheel and a clutch. I promise you, these cars only... The entire car is built to make 225 horsepower. That's all it was supposed to make from the factory. That's all they do make. So you get a flywheel in there, and then a clutch. Clutch you can do with as you wish. Me personally, this car has a Ram HDX clutch in it. It's supposed to be good for 400 foot-pounds of torque. I love this thing. If you go back through my videos, you'll see we try to go like the cheap route, the Amazon route. We spent like, I think it was like 180 bucks. It was all right. I probably installed it wrong. I broke it. This particular clutch is fantastic. I've made back-to-back pulls. I did, you know, tons and tons of burnouts. Got this clutch really, 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 really hot. And it has not slipped, not even in the slightest little bit. So I'm really happy with it. It was a great investment, and I really like it. So I recommend it. Now, that's my top 10 list. Obviously, once you start building more and more, hey, man, these cars are great for all kind of things. You'll go to a drag strip. These cars are a dime a dozen. You know, they're great platforms. So if you're looking into buying one, me personally, this is the top 10 things I would do to it immediately. But, you know, go out and enjoy it, man. So I want to thank you guys very much for tuning in. Please do me a favor. If you like this, man, like it, comment, tell me something, you know, tell me I'm wrong, tell me that you would do this, tell me I'm ugly, which I already know, so, you know, you really don't have to waste your breath. But I appreciate you guys very, very much. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.